I looked into the cost of getting long drawer guides for these 48-inch deep drawers. It was expensive, really expensive, so I opted out. Instead, I'm going to use HDMP, high density molecular plastic. And I'm just going to run a really small bead of Titebond's polyurethane adhesive on here. I ripped this plastic down to 3/4 of an inch. And I'll just tack that to the bottom of the drawer with a 1/2 inch pin nail. And this will make the drawer slide on top of that plywood case like it's riding on air. And I'll set the plywood into that yellow glue, just like so. I can trim this off to length in a second. And I'll tack that down. I don't trust the plastic to adhere with yellow glue. I'm just going to trim off this long end. When I was a kid in LA, the Helms Bakery used to have a truck that used to come by the house, kind of like the ice cream man. Every week or so, you'd have a little kazoo kind of thing he had that he'd kind of let everybody know he was in the neighborhood, and everybody would come out and buy donuts and stuff, and he had these drawers that he'd pull out from the back of his van, and they were just filled with donuts and pastries and all kinds of just yummy stuff. Ever since I saw those drawers, I've been making drawers for my trucks and my vans the same way. So check this out. I mean, that's how easy they slide. Almost better than a drawer guide. So the problem is that when you pull them out, they drop because there's nothing supporting the back. So what I do is I just put a spacer block back there. And you can see here's one little piece of plywood that I screwed to the inside of the back. And when I do that, I put a piece of that same HDMP right on top. So when it goes in, it's got something nice and smooth to rub against that plywood on the top. If I let that drawer just sit there like that, it'll hold that spacer in place, and I'll run a screw into it. That's it. And now the drawer won't tip. And all I got left to do is put the drawer faces on and those fancy locks, those fancy latches like I put on the bottom drawers. I'll have some really sweet storage for my fly rods. fly rods. You got to have really, really safe storage for your fly rods.